Christy Allen.
And I'm Jared Farmer. Here's what we have in store for you on our 30-minute edition of UI7 Newsbreak this Wednesday.
An EF3 tornado devastated Taylorville, Illinois on December 1st, and the recovery efforts are continuing. An estimated 100 buildings and houses were destroyed during the storm, and around 20 people were hospitalized. No fatalities occurred. Our team of reporters at UI7 Newsbreak went to Taylorville to tell the stories of citizens, helpers, and others as the city aims to rebuild during the holiday season.
I just hope everybody can recover. I know the town can recover. I just hope everybody, find a place to stay. That's the thing I've always wondered is where's everybody going to stay? I hope they can find something.
We'll have much more on that this Wednesday as part of our storm coverage. Jared, you were part of that team that was able to go to Taylorville. What was that experience like firsthand?
Well, Christy, we went into one of the areas that was damaged by the storm, and it's a tough scene. And we saw some of the debris that was piled up alongside the streets, and there was damage to some of the houses, and some of them were completely uninhabitable. So it's definitely a rough time for the citizens of Taylorville, but you hope they can stay strong as they try and rebuild the city. Absolutely.
It's devastating any time of the year, but especially with some of these bitter cold temperatures and the holiday season approaching, adds a little more difficulty to the situation.
Yep, absolutely.
Back on campus, many students use the promise of break to get them through finals week. For others, finals week is the last thing to check off the list before graduation. Senior Isabel Osdahl is days away from graduating a semester early, a decision she made so her brother will receive more financial support from their parents. Osdahl is one of many December graduates preparing to transition from academia to the workforce. College-level convocation ceremonies take place December 15th through December 22nd. Finals week is stressful enough, but having the emotional pressure of graduation right after that, I can't imagine.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be stressful, but at least on the bright side for Isabel, she gets the entire semester off and just basically gets to focus on applying herself to the job market.
Absolutely. I know she'll be moving to Washington, D.C., and she's very excited about that.
Ooh, so that sounds like a lot of fun.
It'll be great.
Speaking of fun, Illini volleyball are ready for their final matches in the Final Four. After defeating Marquette and Wisconsin in the regionals this past weekend at Huff Hall, Illinois is bound for Minneapolis. The Illini's 4-set victory over the 6-seeded Badgers punches their ticket to Minnesota and their first Final Four trip since 2011. Jacqueline Quaid was dominant in Saturday's victory with 27 kills and a hitting percentage of 38. Illinois will play the 7th-seeded Nebraska Cornhuskers in the national semifinals on Thursday. Stanford and BYU will face the winner in the national championship on Saturday. Emily Steinmetz will bring you all the sports news this Wednesday.
It's such a fun opportunity that the University of Illinois actually got to host a couple rounds of this tournament.
Yeah, and I mean, it's awesome that Illinois has a competitive sports team in and of itself. Yeah, so this game against Nebraska, it should be a lot of fun. I actually have a friend who goes to Nebraska, so over Thanksgiving break, we were having a little bit of back and forth over the volleyball team. So this game is going to be for bragging rights, so please don't let me down, Jordan Poulter. With the holiday season upon us, many people dress their house in decorations. Some of the most special decorations cannot be found in a store, however. Champaign-based Delight Flower Farm held a wreath-making workshop this past weekend. Participants were able to trim locally cut evergreen branches to make their own wreaths. UI7's Dan Girardi shows us how this local farm is teaching people how to make holiday wreaths. And decorating for the holidays, especially for Christmas, has got to be one of the most fun times for my family. What about you, Christy?
I would agree. My family, now, even though we live across the country now, we still try to get together and put the tree up together, and it's kind of a fun tradition that we get to do as a family during the holiday season. Although I feel like being on campus, you have to get through finals week before you can get out of that bubble and truly enjoy the season.
And, you might not have time to decorate a Christmas tree, but hopefully after you see this story, you'll know a little bit about making wreaths because that should take up a lot less time.
Have you ever actually made a wreath?
I have not, so.
I have not either.
Yeah. For more of our stories, please follow us on Facebook.
Or see more of our stories on our YouTube page.
That's all we have for this edition of UI7 Newsbreak.
Thanks for watching. Tune in Wednesday at 11 for much more on our final show for 2018. Have a great day.